Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a silly deck in Historic built around Etali's Favor, which is a 3-mana aura, which when it comes into play you discover 3, so you exile cards until you hit another card that costs 3 and you get to cast that for free. It gives a creature +1/+1 and trample. And the new card from Modern Horizons 3 is Estrid's Invocation, which is a 3-mana enchantment, and when it comes into play it becomes a copy of an enchantment you control and also has this ability that you can kind of blink it during your upkeep if you want to exile it and then return it to the battlefield. The combo here is about using this Discover 3 to continually discover into copies, more copies of Etali's Favor. It discovers into itself, which is cool. But if you discover into anything that copies an enchantment, so we got Copy Enchantment, or the new Estrid's Invocation, or Mirrormade, which can come into play as a copy of an enchantment, it will continue to hit an Etali's Favor, become an Etali's Favor, and then you will continue to build up power and toughness on your creature every time you get another Etali's Favor. You also have the Dedicated Dollmaker, which is a 2-mana 2/2, and it comes into play. You exile another target non-land, non-token permanent. Its controller creates a token that's a copy of it. So it basically can blink anything right away for free when it comes into play. So if you Etali's Favor into a Dollmaker, you can blink the Etali's Favor again and get another Discover trigger. And basically you put a Dollmaker into play for free. So how are we going to do this? The clever deck building, which is basically always with Discover, is just to build your deck so that nothing in your deck costs less than 3 or less. And we have a Devouring Sugarmaw, kind of an odd card, but it has Adventure, so you can basically, we're only using it for the left half to create a 1/1 human token and a food token, and the Virtue of Loyalty, just the left half again, to create a white knight token with Vigilance, and then the Steady Tortoise, which creates a 1/1 rabbit token. These all have some extra abilities, but almost never use them with the second ability. We also have the Khalni Garden, which can create a plant token. And in the last 2 games, I decided to try out Calix in the deck as sort of the one of. But in the first couple, I was trying out Ancestral Mask. So Ancestral Mask is a 3-mana aura, which says enchanted creature goes +2/+2 for each other enchantment on the battlefield. So the idea of this is that turn 2 or turn 1, either the Steady Tortoise or the Khalni Garden, you're going to play out a token creature. Turn 3, you play an Etali's Favor on it, and then it continues to discover into more and more copies of it, or into Dollmakers, which then blink it, which then continue to discover into more copies of it, and it builds up your creature into a very large creature. Now there is a one of Ancestral Mask, because I thought if you hit at least sort of 6 of these, that would be +6/+6, and then if you hit the Ancestral Mask, it will be +12/+12, and that's 18, and then if you had, say, the 2/2, that would be a 20 damage attack. Now the problem with that is you can get unlucky, right? You could, Ancestral Mask could be near the top of your deck. If it's before the top 6 cards, you're probably not going to have a lethal attack on turn 3, unfortunately. So there's certainly some risk. It's more likely now that we have all these enchantments copying abilities that it will sort of be in the top, not in the top 6 cards that you discover into, but there's still a chance that you can kind of whiff. Estrid's Invocation is kind of nice for this. Like if you do whiff, then you can actually blink it again during your upkeep and then start the combo again on the next turn and go through your whole deck if your creature lives. But the last 2 games, I decided to try Calix out instead of the Ancestral Mask, and I think it's slightly better because Calix, while it might not necessarily kill them the turn that you go off, it creates a huge board state, because what happens with Calix is that you'll usually kind of maybe make a 8/8, a 10/10, attack with your 10/10, and then it'll trigger the Calix's second ability, which says whenever an enchanted creature you control does combat damage to a player, you can create a token that's a copy of a non-legendary enchantment you control. So it's just kind of another one of these things that creates copies of enchantments. So you can create a copy of your Etali's favor again, which then will continue to trigger the whole cascade, and it will put in all of your enchantments and dedicated dollmakers. And because it has constellation, whenever another enchantment enters the battlefield, you put a +1/+1 counter. It basically buffs your entire team, so you have like 30, 40 power on turn 3 if you use the Calix. It doesn't, if they have a board sweeper, that's, you're pretty much done for at that point, because you basically put your whole deck into play on turn 3. But if they don't, they're pretty much not going to win. The Ancestral Mask version is certainly high risk, high reward, because you can just attack for 30 damage if you get lucky on turn 3. But the Calix version kind of guarantees you're probably not going to, you most likely are not going to kill them on turn 3, but your board state will be so big that you're definitely going to win on turn 4. So that's sort of the idea of the deck. I hope all that makes sense. Let's jump into some games, see it in action, and have fun enjoying this wild deck. Right. All in on Etali's favor. Going to have to mulligan until we find it in the opener. Nothing yet. Nope. And there it is. Okay, so we have a Khalni Garden, which is fine. So we'll have to use that as our creature, because we just want to hit land drops. And yeah, just have to hit another land drop, hopefully. And that should do it if this resolves. We'll see. And we gotta get a little bit lucky. But mulligan to 3. This unassuming plant. Very unassuming. Okay, there's a land. So we're set for next turn to go off, hopefully. We'll see. The opponent has Shadow Spear, yep. Michiko, nice. Very good. Swing for 7. You think that is a big swing? Well, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Yeah, draw a card, draw a card. Okay. Yep. Mirrormade. Yep. Keep going. Dedicated Dollmaker. Yep. It's going to... doesn't really matter what we do, but attach it here. And another Mirrormade. Going to copy. Doesn't matter. Attach. Here we go. Okay, another Dollmaker. Can I target this? Will it let me target it? There we go. We just have to not hit another another Dollmaker in a row, I suppose. Alright, there we go. Invocation. Copying the favor here. This combo is a lot of clicks, unfortunately. But there's another invocation. Keep copying it. There is Copy Enchantment. Our opponent is probably very confused with what's going on. Okay, there's another one. So we're doing good here in terms of not hitting our... Yeah, there's another Etali's favor, good. Keep going. There's a Dollmaker. Sure. Alright, they've seen enough. Okay. Alright, GG. Alright, all in on Etali's favor combo. We need to find it in the opener. There it is. Let's definitely put back one of our copy enchantments here. And see what they got. Hopefully no way to disrupt. Turn 2 favors is nice, just in case something happens. Looks like maybe a mono green ramp kind of deck here. Let's see what they got. Old growth troll, yep. Okay, and a Landware elf, yep. So definitely some blockers, but this should get pretty big pretty quick here. So let's see how lucky we can get with these Etali's favor combo here. Comboing off on turn 3. Yep, copy, copy, copy. Select an object, there we go. Okay, there's a Dollmaker. Doesn't matter too much. Copy one of these, bring it back. Attach there. It's going to come back as a copy of one of these, attach it. A lot of clicks in this combo, but looking pretty good so far. Attach here. To a 7/7, another Dollmaker. Going to blink one of these. Attach it back here. Comes back. Alright, an opponent has had enough. On to the next one. Alright, all in on Etali's favor combo. Opponent on the play, unfortunately. And is missing an Etali's favor. There it is. Wow, that's a lot of... Obviously don't want this in our hand. A lot of Khalni Gardens and a Mirrex, unfortunately. Okay. So we need to draw actually a land here. Red source. We are Khalni Garden flooded. Sure. But actually, we don't actually even need a white source because we can just use this to play Etali's favor on the token. So let's plan for that. They're a Luris deck. So yeah, some sort of energy. Going to kill my token. Yeah, that is a-okay. Okay, we're gonna make another one. Probably gonna sacrifice this, right? Yeah. Let's give them some energy here. But let's see. They got Amp Raptor, yep. Bit more energy. Cast anything. What did they hit? A Johnny? Nice. Okay, up to 5 energy, 1 white. They probably have it. They could have another static prison, but this doesn't have flash, so looks like we're free to go off here. And well, there's an Inspiring Vantage, so we'll play that. And see how much damage this plant can do. Alright. Mirrormade. Copy. Yep. Invocation. Copy. Etali's favor. On the plant. Copy enchantment. Yep. There is the mask here. So this is going to be 15 only. Well, we're going to do it. We're going to swing. Get in some damage. Gonna flip the Johnny. We got a little bit unlucky here. But yeah, they are gonna take out the token. There goes my hero, as they say. Watch him as he goes. So still another chance of finding another Etali's favor. Do some more damage, but yeah, another static prison was unfortunate. That was probably the only card they could have had to take it out. Alright. Creating the token here. Swinging. We can play this and this next turn. And going to probably give something lifelink and flying. Oh wow, so we hit the favor, but gonna be able to block enough, I don't think, to survive. We make two guys. And yeah, that is probably not gonna give it haste. Well, actually, it could create enough. Let me read this. When you do, if you control a red permanent other than it, it deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to any target. Okay, so that should be enough to get it done in the air. All right. Game. All right, Tally's favor combo. So I'm trying a one of Calix in this now instead of the Ancestral Mask. I'm just going to see if that is any different or better. So I just lost a game to kind of hitting the mask a little too early and then just couldn't quite get there. So the Calix kind of guarantees you'll hit everything, although it doesn't guarantee you'll win that same turn, but it sets you up pretty well to win the next turn. All right, there is another Tally's favorite. Wow, okay. Play the Mirrex and pass. So this is going to be, yeah, Outfitter. Sure. Probably swing for 10 on their side. Sure. Can't imagine they're not going to do it unless they're holding up. Okay, just going to play another guy out. No problem. Okay, so let's see how much damage we can do with this Etali's favor. Okay, there's a Dollmaker. Just have to not hit two of those in a row. Hatch back here. Alright, good. There's a favor. Dollmaker is just going to give you more of a board presence. Okay, Mirrormade. Okay, another Dollmaker. Let's see, gotta target this. Catch it again. Okay, another Mirrormade. Copy. And attach. Okay. Copy enchantment. What shall I copy? And you have to choose which to attach it to when you have more than one creature out. Alright. Invocation. Alright. Here we go. Attach. Okay. Copy enchantment. Yep. Okay, another Dollmaker. Blink one of these. Okay, keep going. We'll see when we hit the Calix or not. Okay, Mirrormade. Okay, another one. This is gonna be pretty big, pretty buff knight here. There's the Calix. So that's gonna end it for now, but we can just target one of the Dollmakers. Swing for 14. And then I think what we want to do, I don't know if he's going to block or not, but now it's going to trigger the Calix to copy something again. And we will choose any of these. And we're going to attach it to, I don't know. It's probably these Dollmakers. Just make a bunch of huge things and then pump up the other Dollmakers. Have this become a copy of any of these. And just kind of spread it out here. And then every time an enchantment comes into play, it's going to give another counter to something. So copy, attach, and target something. And is that the whole deck? Yeah, okay. My hope is that we have enough damage just to, even if they put a hammer on something, get through for 6 next turn. Plus we have some more Etali's favors. Yeah, they can make a 13, 11. Totally fine. They have 2 hammers? No, okay. Well, that's not going to do it, is it? No. I'll just take it. Oh, okay. That's gonna... I was like, what is this? That's the new enchantment that triggers it during our upkeep if you want to blink it. Alright, good game. Alright, all in on Etali's favor combo. Needing to find it in the opener. There it is. Okay, don't need a 4th land, really, for anything. So throw that back. And lead on the Khalni Garden against Luris. So yeah, assuming this is... Okay, a burn deck, nice. Just take it. Okay. And no attacks. So we can go into turn either of these. Probably just play the Virtue. Unless, okay, if they do that, and they attack with both, I think I'm just going to eat their guy here. I don't think there's anything with 0 mana. Alright, and now we make a ginormous board. which should be hopefully enough to win this game. Can't imagine it's not. Alright, attach here. I could pump up the plant too. Why not? Pump up the plant. The plant needs some love too. Okay, there's the Calix. Gonna pump up the plant. Might as well swing. Okay. Take action. Copy the Etali's favor. And I'll just attach one to the Calix. Why not? That's gonna prompt us to pump up something. Okay, and this we're gonna keep on going. And give it to the plant. Why not? Pump up something. Let's try to spread out the enchantments and the pumps here, I think. In case they have any sort of removal. And pump. Gonna make a huge board. Thatcher. Alex gets one. Gonna hit some Dollmakers. I was just gonna say we're gonna hit some Dollmakers to give us some more stuff to do. To blink. And then let's just put it on the Dollmaker here. Give Dollmaker a counter. And copy the favor. Put it here. Target a creature. This combo is pretty insane. Okay. When it works. Okay, put that on something. One is sticking in it. Target this guy. Oh, the plant needs some love. Okay. Give the plant some counters here. It's falling behind. Unless there's some match here. Some 3-mana board sweepers I'm not aware of. Okay, copy. Copy Etali's favor. Give it to the plant. Yep. We still have... Yeah, I was going to say we still have 3 more dedicated Dollmakers left in the deck, so... Those are going to come back at some point, and... Yep, let's start to pump up this one. So this is not bad. Way over 20 power right now. Yep. Counter on the knight, why not? Mirrormade. Okay. Target a creature. There's one more Dollmaker left in the deck. So let's blink this. Pump up this Dollmaker. Sure. Give it some love. There's one more. Okay. Target one of these. Yep. Comes back. Put it on a Dollmaker. This board is pretty good for turn 3, I would say. Pretty good. Just gonna click on random things now. And that should do it. Yep. Alright. So, it's good turn 3. It's good turn 3. I do say so myself. Yep. Looks like you've got 7 power. Not bad. And God's willing. Okay, yeah, I can get through for I give a protection from white actually. Get through for 8. Nice. Okay, and this is gonna ask if I want to blink all these. No. Decline, and yeah, good game. Hello and welcome back to the wrap-up for the Oops All Etali's Favor combo. This was a wacky, fun one, all-in glass cannon deck. I know some people don't like those kinds of decks, but I find them kind of entertaining to play, especially in best of one. I certainly wouldn't recommend this in best of three because your opponent will catch on to what you're doing, but I think in best of one, it was actually pretty good. I won more than half my games with this, and I think switching to Calix was better than Ancestral Mask overall. Again, Ancestral Mask is kind of a high variance. You can't just get them on turn 3, but Calix kind of guaranteed you would probably win on turn 4. I think a little bit better. There's not a ton of mass removal effects necessarily in Historic, so I think this is probably the better version to not play the Ancestral Mask, but you could play around with the numbers and see what works for you. Let me know in the comments what you think about this deck. If you enjoy wacky all-in brews just as much as I do, let me know in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.